Well, it's Fresh Friday, and I wanted to talk about a common misconception that I've heard, which is that you can't start planting until after Easter. Now, it's not a bad rule of thumb because Easter falls after the first day of spring, and the first day of spring is around the time of our last average freeze. But Easter can be as early as March 22nd. This year, it's on April 17th, and the holiday can fall as late as April 25th. That's more than a month spread, and so if you wait till the latest Easter on record, well, then that would be a really late time to start the garden, but the earliest one, and you still have risk for frost and freezes. So I wanted to show you a calendar. We have March, we have April, and the possibility of freezes during these months. And you can see if we were to use that earliest first Easter date, which would be the 23rd, then you're still equal chances of seeing a freeze. This year, April 17th, a later Easter, you can see freezes are unlikely at that point of the year. So my general rule of thumb is instead to wait until that first week of April. Historically, those odds are pretty unlikely, a less than 40% chance that you're going to see a freeze. And at that point, we have enough foresight. We can look into the middle of April forecast-wise and see if there are any cold snaps. And if there aren't, you're good to go. So what can you do this time of the year? Well, a lot of spring cleaning. Before we plant for spring, I need to make some room. In this garden bed, I have broccoli and cauliflower, and behind it, I have cabbage plants. And it's been a good run, but it's time for these plants to go. I've picked pretty much as much broccoli florets as I can eat, and it's not going to produce much more. The plants are starting to die and dwindle, but they're not going to go to waste. All of these leaves are edible. I'm going to pick these plants. I'm going to make a beautiful stir fry out of them. The collards, the cabbage, still have some leaves on them also. You can cook those too. But we've got to get rid of these weeds, and this is where we will plant some of our summer vegetables in about a week or two. This is one of the more exciting winter greens that I've grown in the garden. It's called kohlrabi. It's related to Brussels sprouts and cabbage. This is a purple variety. The big takeaway is the big stem. That's the most delicious part of it.